hey, are you going to get Avalla today as well? Like, Avalla 한 잔? Avalla? 오늘도 Avalla? Like, she was saying that a lot. And I was like, yeah, Avalla. Okay, so I started playing Overwatch in season 4. And the direct reason why I started playing it was because my boyfriend didn't contact me for like 3 or 4 hours every time he started playing Overwatch. So I was like, hey, what's up? Why are you not replying to me? And thought this would be a good way for us to bond together. So that's actually how I got to start playing Overwatch. So actually my first placement was in bronze. I think it was 1,400 or something like that. And then I continuously worked my way up to Grandmasters and put my name up on the top 500 ladder. I first started off with doing a recording manager in an open division team that no one knows now, and the team has like broken up now, so no one will know. And then afterwards, I got a coaching opportunity with a team named Freshia Gaming that everyone knows now. Yeah, so that's how I actually got to start. I'm actually very glad that I became the first female coach of Overwatch League. I am very happy to like make the scene very diverse, and I think definitely being the first female coach will bring that diversity within the Overwatch League. Aside from that, I know that a lot of spotlight has been on me being a female, but I personally think there is much more quality in myself and in my coaching ability that people should know as like the season progresses. So I hope more spotlight will be shed on my abilities as well. So I will be mostly doing positional coach. I will be coaching supports. So I'll be coaching 3 of our supports, which is going to be a very fun job, I think. And yeah, but of course, like all our coaches will be contributing to like the bigger goal and like our strategy overall. But I think for most time, I'll be focused on giving consistent feedback to our supports. Yes, I actually said in my previous interview that when I was meeting with a lot of Overwatch League teams, they said like, what is your goal in the next 5 years? Or like, what is your goal when you make it to the Overwatch League? And I said, hey, actually my goal is to become like WizardHyeong. And when Kate told me that our head coach was going to be Wizard, I was actually very happy because I liked his way of thinking. So far, we've been working together for I think 1 month now, and we get well along with each other. And I think the way we think are pretty similar, so it really helps me. And he has actually helped me develop my coaching style already. So I'm actually very looking forward to him developing my coaching styles and my coaching skills more in the future as well. I do think that being a high-ranked player helps me when I'm coaching because I can kind of understand where the player's frustration and the player's point of view comes from. So every time I try to coach something, I would try it in rank beforehand to see if it's actually applicable. And then if I think it works, then I could tell the player, hey, I think this might work. I don't know if it'll work in scrims, but we can try it out. And that's how usually things would go. I think the biggest challenge for me came during Korean contenders. Like Korean contenders and North American contenders are a totally different scene, I feel like, because the stress for like winning is much more bigger in the Korean scene rather than the NA scene. Like for NA, people will be generously happy to see like how players perform and their individual performance is more important, while in Korea it's so important for you to become, you know, to make it to finals, to make it to top 4 or something like that. So that was my biggest challenge, and the biggest challenge in Korean contenders was, as I said, to make a result out of it. And during that process, it obviously came with like the players getting overly stressed and me being overly stressed to create some kind of results. I think that was my biggest challenge. I honestly had some good times with them during the contender season, and I am going to be kind of sad, but then at the same time, I'm kind of hyped to work with the new players. I always like working with the new players. And it's like I've been in the Korean contender scene for so long and Korean open division scene for so long that it's going to be kind of sad not being able to see like Korean scene scrims. But then I guess a lot of those players will come to the Overwatch League within a season, I'm guessing. So hopefully I can see them in the Overwatch League soon enough so that I won't miss them. I think I am looking forward to facing Atlanta the most because it is obviously a new expansion team, and like I'm pretty sure that a lot of the fans will know like our coaches and our like general manager is from LNL, leftovers from NA contenders, and a lot of LNL coaches went to Atlanta, so we have this friendly rivalry between like the two of us. For us to beat like each other and stuff. So I am actually looking forward to facing Atlanta the most. I was in law school, for some people that don't know, in this first semester, and every morning I was like sleep deprived, obviously, because I would coach Overwatch and then I would go to law school at the same time. So I think the most like sleep hours I got every day was like 5 hours maybe, and on most days I would get like 4.5-ish hours. So I was always sleep deprived, and I always craved for coffee. And like every morning I would go to a coffee shop with my roommate, and I would always drink iced vanilla latte, and like my roommate would shorten that to like, hey, are you going to get Avalla today as well? Like, Avalla 한 잔? Avalla? 오늘도 Avalla? Like, she was saying that a lot, and I was like, yeah, Avalla. and then I used to have an old nickname, but it was just the name of my first residence hall in college, so it really had no meaning. And I thought going into like the Korean scene, I wanted a name that's really has a lot of impact and has a lot of meaning to it. And I thought like iced vanilla latte sounds great, so I got that name of iced vanilla latte, and now my battle tag is Avalla. Like, to be honest, not a lot of people know this, but a lot of the teams that I previously worked for all made their result up to top 4 of each like open division, NA contenders and Korea contenders. So all of my teams have been having really good results so far, and I'm kind of confident that Washington DC will follow that path of my history, and hopefully they will be in their postseason next coming season. So yeah, I think I am pretty confident that we will become a good team, but I would hate for this interview to be, followed back 6 months later when we don't make the postseason, but hopefully those kind of things won't happen.